Welcome to Omnis Oracle. We are finally going to get this Capricorn reading on and popping. I hope you enjoyed the introduction. I feel led to do the singing bowl for this reading. It is my form of prayer. It is a key to the kingdom of God found within me to tap into my healing, tap into my intuition, and to release into the vortex the energy of protection, love, and Christ consciousness. Almighty breasted one, Mommy God, Father of the heavenly lights, where every good and perfect gift comes from. We want to thank you for blessing us today with wisdom. Thank you for blessing us today with no painful toil, no sorrow, and no harmful causations. Thank you for our Christ consciousness and for giving your angels charge to lead us and guide us in the ways that we shall go and counsel us with your loving eye. Okay, so we got that out of the way. We're going to get into the energy of Capricorn. Our moon just came out of Capricorn and into Aquarius. And so our forecast today is our sun is in the zodiac sign of Libra, and our moon is in the zodiac sign of Aquarius, which is air. Okay. Wind. Our moon is in waxing gibbous, or how do you say that? Waxing gibbous? Yeah. Okay. And so the light is still coming in to shine light on things that are trapped in our intuition, and we cannot make it out unless there is an energy of clarification blown into our existence. Okay. All right, so Capricorn, what is the overall energy of Capricorn? Divine Army, what is the overall energy of Capricorn, please? Let's shuffle. I'm always awkward when it comes to shuffling these decks. Energy of Capricorn. What is the overall energy of Capricorn? Okay, so what is the message that you want me to release for Capricorn? Angels of the Kabbalah, do you have a message for Capricorn? Okay, so this deck is not flipping anything out. Let's see if this message needs to be chosen by the God or part God that is me. And so we have the Page of Swords, God, the refuge. So God is our protection. So we're Capricorn, you're in the energy of protection for some reason. And so the message that's coming to mind is that God's protection is misconstrued with you as rejection, but it is that rejection, that is God's protection. Okay, it's happening for you, not to you. Okay, we have refuge, governs dreams, reveals mysteries reveals mysteries that are hidden from mortals. And so I did have this message um, download for you earlier that um, when you go to sleep, uh, you are entering spiritually into uh, spiritual school. Okay, so sometimes you may remember what you dreamed about. Most of the time, you may just wake up with download, wake up with clarity, wake up with messages from your higher self, from your spirit guides, from your divine army, from the angels that God has given charge over you to lead you and guide you in the ways that you shall go and counsel you with his loving eye. You're going to wake up with messages that you really need to pay attention to. Write it down if that helps. Speak it, talk about the message with someone, okay, that you feel led to talk about that message with. Okay, so that it can be ingrained in your memory so that you can stay enlightened and not, forget what you look like when you walk away from the mirror type of situation. Okay, so your overall energy is refuge. Okay, you are protected. Okay, so let's see. I'm feeling led, Capricorn, to do a you and them message. I don't know who them is to you because this is a general reading. It is a reading for the Capricorn sign collective. And so I feel led to do a you energy and a them energy in order to confirm some clarifications that your air sign is blowing into your existence today. Okay, so the first message is completion. This is you energy. Okay, maybe 3 cards will fall out. All right, completion. There are some pieces of the puzzle. This came into reverse. It was like this. And so the message I'm receiving from this card being in reverse is that there are some pieces missing. And you're about to get the piece that is missing to whatever clarity you need regarding them, whoever them is. Them can be your children, okay? Them can be your romantic partner. Them can be your husband or your wife. Them can be the job that you go to or your career, okay? So let this message resonate with you regarding the cry of your heart that Divine Army hears and seeks to answer, okay? All right, seem like a lot of reverse. So we have a aloneness, okay? So because this card came in reverse also, and it's about being alone, it says to me that a lot of Capricorns are in a self-reflecting phase of being alone, but some of you really do feel alone, and some of you, your hearts is crying out to come out of the season of aloneness and to interact with those that you love in a way that feels more intimate. But don't despise the process of being alone, is the message. But your divine army hears your heart cry to go into your next, where there's a paradigmatic shift. And when that paradigmatic shift happens, you are going into the season of not being alone anymore, but taking the enlightenment, taking the knowledge, taking the wisdom that you have received from tapping into your intuition and applying it to your life when you become more intimate with those that are around you or whoever them is. Intimacy can have so many definitions depending on your situation, but you want a connection with somebody on the job. It doesn't have to be a romantic connection, but you want to feel connected. You want to feel like you are one another's allies. You want to feel like y'all are ride or die. When you go to your job, a job is a place, a job is almost your first home. I feel like it shouldn't be, but for a lot of us, your jobs and your career, it's your first home. And so you want to have that connection with the relationships that you have with people or someone on your job in order for things to flow the way they need to flow in the energy of love. Okay? And so that's your energy, aloneness, tapping into your intuition, and the desire of your heart is being heard by your divine army to go into your next. And that paradigmatic shift is about to happen. So don't worry. Just try to be grateful and enjoy the alone time that you're having, so that when you go into your next, you're ready without, being overly excited or under excited. Okay? And try not to repeat myself so much, but it is what it is. All right, so this to me feels like the Hierophant card, and it's morality. Okay, now it wasn't in reverse, it was pointed towards your past. And so what I'm getting from that is you are being asked by your divine army to look into your past, to find the wisdom that you've gained from the experiences that you have encountered, to give you the wisdom and how to deal with your relationships when you come out of this energy of solitude. Okay, and so that's three cards for your energy. Now let's shuffle the deck and get into the energy of them for Capricorn, please. Them. Capricorn, you're also in this aloneness place, because it is time for rebirth. Okay, it is time for you to be reborn. Okay, and so you're in a cocoon type of situation. You are in a caterpillar, in a cocoon type of situation. There's no way you can fly yet, Capricorn, because you are being cocooned, so that the changes that need to be made can happen in a safe place. Another example is being cocooned in your mother's womb. Another example is being planted like a seed planted in good soil, so that you can grow. And so when you're feeling like you're in this dark place, this dark vortex, it is because that's the type of energy that you're in. And your divine army wants you to know that it is not okay to despise that place right now, because this is your protection. This dark place that you are in is your protection, so that you can safely, it is your safe place, so that you can safely transform into who you need to be when that paradigmatic shift happens and you come outside of self, outside of cocoon, and you'll be able to fly. Okay, so them. Wow. Harmony. Harmony, peace and harmony in your relationship. So that's what you have to look forward to. I told you, divine army hears your cry to connect with the people that you're connected to, the people that are in your vortex. You want for whoever is in contact with you to be in sequence with you. Okay, you want connectivity, you want togetherness. We have two dolphins here, and so you want sameness, peace and harmony in those relationships. And so this is in the them pile, and your divine army is saying, I've heard you. And you see how his eyes is closed. Okay, So I feel like that also means while you are in your dark vortex, okay, while you are in your aloneness, tapping into your deep intuition that comes from your divine feminine energy, you are encouraged to imagine the type of relationships that you want with people as you come out, when you do come out of that place of divine feminine energy, okay? And so we have adventure. So when the paradigmatic shift happens, you are also entering into a vortex of adventure, something new, something created by you when you were in your dark place. You've been doing a lot of creating there with your imagination. Do not underestimate the validity of your imagination. Do not underestimate the power of your imagination, because you are going to manifest with the superpower of your imagination. Ashe. Ashe is the power to make things happen, and that's why I like to say Ashe. I hope y'all can hear me, because I forgot to make sure the volume was turned up, and I'm talking very low, so I just woke up. Okay, so them for Capricorn. So this is going, this is speaking, like I said, for whoever and whatever them represents for you. Okay, Capricorn. Your children, your family, your parents, your job, your romantic relationship. Rebirth. What did I tell you? Okay, so when that paradigmatic shift happens, all right, you are going to be in the energy of rebirth, and this is them. So I'm also picking up that you see how this child has the flute, that you have to go into that energy with your Christ consciousness. You have to go into that energy with a childlike mentality, not forgetting the wisdom that you have received from going back into your intuition and going backwards to think about or somehow tap into the wisdom that you've learned from past experiences, okay? And so the music that comes from you, the music that you're going to be playing with your flute, meaning your tongue, your mouth, okay, your energy, is going to create a more passive, vulnerable, accepting, gentle, and courageous energy from whoever them is. So whoever them is, they are going to be courageous enough to love you, to interact with you, whatever was causing them fear, whatever was stopping them from interacting with you the way they knew that they should, that fear is going to be removed with the words of your mouth, okay? And so that is the message of you and them, Capricorn. That is what I felt led to do your reading on. And so I just want to see if anything comes from the Light Seers deck to confirm any of this. But that rebirth is amazing. You're being reborn, and them, they are also being reborn, so that you guys can connect and be allies, so that you can be in sequence with one another, okay? Peace and harmony, all right? For the greater good. So let's see. And so we have justice in reverse. Okay, and so whatever it is, that situation that you feel it's not fair between you and them, justice is coming your way. So as you're being transformed and created new, to enter into a new type of reconnection with them, they are also being transformed and renewed, okay? And that transformation is going to bring justice to your situation. Okay, so if you believe that you deserve a raise and someone else got it and this is not fair, these things are going to be justified in your life. That's just one example. We have Capricorns with many different examples of how justice is going to prevail. And then we also are dealing with karmic energy. Okay, and so whatever seeds you've been planting, those are the seeds that you're going to have to harvest. Okay, so when justice prevails, karma is coming into the mix. Okay, giving back to those what they have been planting into their relationships, giving back to those that has been releasing energy into their vortex. Okay, so whatever you release, whatever type of energy, whether positive or negative, you're releasing into your vortex with the words of your mouth, your imaginations. Any type that's released is going to blow back into your existence. You're gonna have, it's gonna be like the wind that you're gonna have to breathe back in, and it's either going to make you healthy, wealthy, and beautiful, or it's going to begin to break you down so that you can learn the lessons you need to learn in order to say, okay, this type of energy does not work for me. I decide that I am not going to release this type of energy into my vortex any longer. Okay? It's time for new beginnings, beloved. It's time for something new to happen in your life right now. And it starts with you creating in this dark place. Okay? Let's see if there's an angel message for you. I feel like that one wants to come out. Let's see. Yoga, exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. And so that really just represents the fact that you're in your alone place. So while you're in your alone place, you should be concentrating on your spiritual growth, your emotional growth, your mental growth. Okay, concentrate on being healthy within so that your vortex is healthy without. Putting desirable things in your body so that it can manifest and produce desirable results without. Okay, let's see if there's another message. Okay, so what about your oracle? What is your oracle, Capricorn? What is your oracle from Divine Army? What is the wisdom you need to know in this situation, in the energy that you are in? Okay, so we have the Age of Light. You've been training for this for a lifetime. And so that's really just confirmation that you going back into your past to tap into the wisdom that you've gained, to take with you when that paradigmatic shift happens and you go into your next of peace and harmony in your relationships. Okay, your Divine Army wants you to know that you've been training for this for a lifetime. So every experience that you've ever had in the past, okay, is helpful to the new birth, helpful to the birthing of new things into your life, helpful to you becoming a new creature and becoming what you need to be in order to produce a good harvest in your next. A good harvest so that you are not born again into sin or born again into self-sabotage, but you are born again into love. And it looks like this baby is in love, and that represents the protection that you're in right now. Okay, also. So that is the message for you, Capricorn, from your Divine Army that I was used as a messenger to release to you. I hope that this blesses you. And listen, pick up these pearls and rock them, beloved. Don't trample them. All right? And you don't really have to do anything with this message, but just take it in and say yes to the message. Take it in and allow it to live and act in you, through you, and around you, beloved. Okay? So be it. Ashe. Breathe it in. Breathe in your new beginnings. Gloria. Be blessed.